Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Nittany Lions will put total leather and will get started. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down to 26. So Northwestern's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. They are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback in this whole offense, David.
Hey, this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful, they wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Dropping back, it's Stone. Under fire. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Albright. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Here's the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Nittany Lions offense will take the field for the first time. Motion from the back. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to adjust the pattern. Sends it back in motion. They'll go to the toss. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense, too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical than the opponent. This guy has the ability to just wear...
Turning it on! Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Looking to throw, it's Allard. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab, it's Pena. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. It's complete to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to fire. He's got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Penn State!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, and gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, had a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important that your defense is honest and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. First down, 10 yards to go. Leaves it with the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing the ball out.
To the air, it's Stone. Pulls it in. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on 3rd down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Sets up the screen. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Northwestern will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the Big Mounts carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Using his legs, it's Singleton. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Well, this is a running back that gets stronger as the game goes on, and they try to get him going early on the toss play, Reese.
And if we start stretching the defense sideways, sometimes a little vulnerable in the middle later in the game.
Yeah, and that might open an opportunity for a play action. Maybe fake the toss and see if you can get a tight end or a slot receiver down the middle of the field.
He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll take it himself. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Trying to beat him to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. To the air. It's Aller. Blasted as he lets it go. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Hard running there. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the play.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Firing to the right, complete. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Porter. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys in the field.
These old girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. Dropping back, it's Stone. Right down the middle. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive and then quickly went to Pott with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this third possession. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. He's now up to 58 yards rushing, and he's closing in on 1,400 for the season. They'll try the run. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. And the Nittany Lions move the change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Gotta start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The short hands, it's Singleton. Turns it on in midfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Now, Drew Allar feels as if he has unfinished business at Penn State. Tyler Warren is gone, but Allar still with a plethora of weapons at his disposal, and maybe, David, giving him a path to redemption in the college football playoff.
Yeah, and when we saw him finish, it wasn't the best, right? He made the big turnover. They had a chance to go to the national title game, but Penn State took some next steps, and he took some next steps. So if the talent in this offense, another year with Colton Ecke, the running backs back, like this offense could really take that next step.
They'll run the toss. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, short yardage situation, they decide to go with the toss play. And nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that first.
Toss to the outside. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Looking down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Now facing a third and long. Dropping back, it's Allar. Quick strike complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Well, this defense is going to have their hands full trying to defend the pass with all of these weapons they've got on the perimeter of the field. That is a great job bringing a dangerous target down right away after he catches the slant.
So now on comes the field goal unit. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Just drives it between the uprights. A penalty marker is down. If this is on the defense, the offense is going to have a choice to make. Do you dare take the points off the board and go for the touchdown? You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty is going to give the offense a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll toss it to the left. Smashes through the tackle. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
The closer you get to the end zone, the more you start to bring big bodies on the field, right? The field shrinks. I'm worried about you running the football, particularly up the middle. But how about the offense? Does a nice job tossing the ball on the perimeter, going out there, getting some positive yards, trying to get 7. I ain't settling for no field goal.
He'll run it again. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
They'll try to pass their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American Fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UTSA is down right now inside the Alamo Dome. But this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in San Antonio. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Rice. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. To the air, it's Stone. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Northwestern will send out the punt team. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard.
Wide open spaces. And he's got enough for the first down, and it'll be at the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Still on his feet at the 45. All out of space. He's at the 10. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
I mean, goodness gracious, you could have driven a semi-truck through that hole. Nobody touched him. This was an easy run. This is the easiest 40-plus yard run you will ever see.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Quarterback making adjustments. After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Next going for the goal line. And he'll finish the line in the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Fielded in the end zone, it's Farrell. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Happy Valley. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in State College, PA.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Northwestern will kick it off as we start the third quarter. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 15, and that gives him some more room to work.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Allard. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They've got to get points on this drive before this thing gets out of hand. From the gun, running back on the move. There he goes.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
It'll be a draw. They knock him down at the 40. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Going to try to get it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack.
It's a seam wide open. The ball squirts free. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
First play of this drive comes from the 27. Looking for space. It's Singleton. Makes him talk to the hand. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's got it again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
They'll give it to the back. That's a kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And
a shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Northwestern will have to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Singleton. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Tight end now in motion. Leaves it with the running back. Breaks the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield. It's out. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Covey. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. The Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Under fire. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. 2nd down coming up. Wants to go up top. quickly to the tight end. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
It's complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Northwestern will send out the punt team. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll send the back in motion. They try to get it outside on the left. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
Well, nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good gain for this offense.
The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Nice job by the defense there. They take away all the throws downfield. The only place he could have gone with it was to his running back out in the perimeter of the field, but an inaccurate throw forces the incompletion.
Back to throw, it's Allard. Grabbed in the middle, it's Pena. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Try to get it to the edge. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did.
Turning on the Jets. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. The Nittany Lions are marching down the field. Motion from the back. Looking for space. It's Allen. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. They'll try to get outside. Got enough for the first down and wants more. He's now up to 104 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And into the end zone. Finally dragged down. He picked up the first down and set him up with a goal-to-go situation. And the Nittany Lions started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. UTSA is down right now inside the Alamo Dome, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in San Antonio. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Rice. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Now on second down. Off the play fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Albright. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Back to throw, it's Stone. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going.
Makes a catch at the 20. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Handoff from the gun. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Fires to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. The Wildcats line it up with a 1st and goal. To the air, it's Stone. They go to the wide receiver screen. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win.
And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. Third and goal, where the strong come through. Let's go. He's looking downfield to throw. They've got the screen set up. Looks as if they might have that screen really set up, but he'll be stopped short of the marker. It's 4th down.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. It can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today, but
down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Looking to pass. It's Aller. Gets it out fast. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB. And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can turn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down at the 42.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build.
He lofts one down the sideline. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Stone. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish